Life is precious, and we all have the opportunity of living it to the fullest. Unfortunately, so few of us know how to manage it all. How do we account for our opportunities? How do we account for our time? How do we account for our relationships, health, spirituality, homes, finances, influence, and careers? How do we account for the one life we have to live? I am so glad you asked. In this program, you will find answers to all of these questions and more. Welcome to the Account for Your Life podcast with your host, the healthy accountant himself, Jay Moore.
What's happening, everybody? Good morning. I'm going to welcome you back to another episode of the I AFYL Podcast. And so today, episode 801, we are moving into something. I think we're moving into a different phase of life and business and relationships and, just every area of our lives, health and wealth. And I think that this topic that we're going to start with, I believe, is something that, at least for me, I know I have to get it, right? So that's why we're naming this today, What Knowing the Truth Does for Your Life. What knowing the truth does for your life. I was thinking about this maybe yesterday, and as I was thinking about what knowing the truth, what knowing the truth does for your life, I thought about the different areas of my life that could use some truth. And, I went down the list. It was like, I need some truth in my health. I need some truth in my finances. I need some truth in my business. I need some truth in my relationships. I need some truth in my mindset. I need truth all in every area that I operate. So I'm going to ask you a question. Like, I want you to, when you look at your life today, what truth do you need to know about what it is that you are thinking about, what it is that you are wanting to go after? Because if we don't have something, right? Because having things, having anything comes as a result of doing something. And doing something happens because we became something. So that's the formula in Genesis: be, do, have. And a lot of times we're doing things. I'm doing things. And in doing things, you say to yourself, man, what am I missing? So I had to go, when I went to the Word of God, and then I went to just to look at definition. What is truth? What is truth? We all know the famous text where Pilate asked Jesus, well, what is truth? And Jesus said to him, well, everyone on the side of truth stands with him. That's a power statement. So, but what is truth? And I don't even know that I have a really good definition for truth, because truth is the property of being in accord with fact or reality. Truth is the property of being in accord with fact or reality. So think about this. Business. Then if I wanted to know the truth about my business, then I have to look, what are the facts? What are the facts, right? So I can go to, oh, that's why you get those results. Oh, look at my finances. Oh, that's why my finances this way. So the truth is the reality. Now, here's the thing. How do we apply? See, that's the thing. The application of truth is called wisdom. Wisdom. That's what wisdom is. So if I'm missing something, then I'm missing wisdom. I'm missing the application of truth. So what does knowing the truth do for your life? There's a couple of statements that Jesus made, and one very, very famous. All of these are famous quotes that Jesus made when it came to truth and freedom and all these things. I'm going to start with freedom. And Jesus answered to them in Matthew 11:25. I thank thee, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth, because thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and hast revealed them unto babes. Even so, Father, for so it seemed good in thy sight. All things are delivered unto me of my Father, and no man knoweth the Son but the Father, Neither knoweth any man the Father, save the Son, and he to whomsoever the Son will reveal him. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, and learn from me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls, for my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. What is this talking about? Here's what I take from this part of the statement is the truth that I have to accept is that someone has already paid the price. Someone has already paid the money. Someone has already done the thing. And that someone is Yeshua. That someone is the Christ, the Messiah, Jesus Christ. That's the someone first. I have to accept that truth in my life first. So before I can move to any of the truths, before I can know any other things, I need to accept who Christ is and what Christ has done. And Christ is telling me in Matthew 11:28, come unto me, all you are labored, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, and I will and learn from me. So I must learn from the things that he's already done. So I must accept what he's done. So knowing the truth, once I understand that I must accept Christ into my life, then it says, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light, which means life gets easier for me. Life gets easier for us. Life gets easier for those around us because we've now accepted this truth. See, knowing the truth is it's an interesting thing, being of religious background, and inside of religion, everyone believes that, well, my religion is better than yours. My religion has the thing that your religion doesn't have, and because my religion has this thing that your religion doesn't have, then it's better than yours. And we're the ones. And so when you think about it, everyone's clamoring for the same thing. Everyone's trying to do the same thing. Everyone is literally trying to take the same book or the same concepts and apply them, which is wisdom. Everyone's trying to do that. So why is there so much division? Why is there so much division? Like that's a real question. Why is the religion so divided? That's a good question. Can't be answered today. So, but knowing the truth helps us to say, okay, if I just take basic things and let's look at the facts, let's look at the reality, especially reality. See, because a lot of times the facts can be skewed, but reality tells the real story. So if we look at reality and then use those facts, the truth comes out. I recently had a conversation with some members of my church, and they came by the house, and I hadn't been going to church, and they wanted, they're trying to find out what's going on, and we had a conversation about why I have not been in church. And see, the fact of the matter, the truth of the situation is that just because I'm not in church, right, it doesn't mean what you think it means, right? It means something totally different. Like I told them, I said, hey, here's the thing. I'm not coming to church, but I'm doing the work of my Father. So I'm all right, right? You should probably go find the ones that's not doing the work. So the fact of the matter is, the truth it made me so free. The truth made me so free. It put me on a different path and said, go this way. And the fact that you're not doing this other thing is okay. That's the facts. That's my facts. But here's the thing. A person wouldn't know those facts unless someone told them. So that was an interesting fact about just something that happened recently. But lastly, what knowing the truth does for your life. And found in John chapter 8. And we're going to start at verse number 25, I believe. Then they said unto him, who art thou? And Jesus said unto them, even the same that I said unto you from the beginning. I have many things to say and to judge of you, but he that sent me is true. Talking about this truth. And I speak to the world those things which I have heard of him. Listen to this. This Christ is telling the folk, he's saying, look, I'm telling you things that are true because the one who sent me is true. And I'm speaking these things because I heard them from him. I heard them from my Father. They understood not what he spake to them of the Father. Then Jesus said unto him, we're in John chapter 8, we're at verse number 28. When ye have lifted up the Son of Man, then shall he know that I am he. Listen to this. When the Son of Man is lifted up, then you're going to know, right? Then it says, when we have lifted up the Son of Man, then you shall know that I am he, and that I do nothing of myself, but as my Father has taught me, I speak these things. And he that sent me is with me. The Father hath not left me alone, for I do always those things which that please him. And he spake these words. Many did believe on him. Verse number 31, this is where we're coming to. Then said Jesus to those Jews which believed him, if ye continue in my word, then ye are my disciples indeed, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth will make you free. The truth will make you free. See, guys, what Jesus is trying to teach us in these lessons that he's giving is that he says, if you continue in my word, if we continue in the word that he's given us, and guys, see, here's the thing about the word is that when you're living your life and we're looking to be successful in the things that we know we must do in our life, and we apply this wisdom, then all of a sudden we're just more successful. We're having more, I'm not going to say fun, because guys, it's interesting. Did Jesus have fun? I'm gonna tell you when Jesus had fun, and this is in the Bible. I can't remember exactly where it is. Jesus had fun when the disciples came back from their mission, and they told Jesus everything that happened. They said Jesus like his soul leaped. He was excited to hear. That was his fun. The fact that the people that he was coming to help and work with and to develop, these individuals now they started to burst with the Spirit. That was fun. See, because guys, when you on that mission, when God put you on that mission, it's not about having fun. No. Yeah, you're going to have fun delivering what God told you to deliver. I mean, think about this. Paul is in jail. Paul and Silas are in jail, and they have been wrongly accused. I'm talking about, I think they had gotten beaten, so they was jacked up. They're in jail. Paul and Silas in jail. Earthquake. Now they in jail singing and praying. And then the earthquake comes and just burst open the jail. I'm talking about their they were bound. Everything came off. The doors of the jail opens up, but they didn't leave. Paul and Silas didn't leave. The jailer was so afraid. The jailer was wondering, oh my goodness, I lost my prisoners. I'm going to have to kill myself, because he was about to kill himself. And then Paul says, sir, don't kill yourself. We're still in here. That person, that jailer that day accepted the truth, because he saw the truth in action. He saw people that were different. He saw people that was praising a God even in the midst of a circumstance. Yeah. So that jailer was, saved that day. See, when we know the truth, that truth will seep out into the lives of other people. And then those people will wonder, well, how in the world how do you even believe like this? And that's all Jesus is asking us to do. He says, if you continue in my word, then you are my disciples indeed. If we don't continue in his word, we are not his disciples. And when we are his disciples indeed, he says, and you will know the truth, and the truth will not set you free, guys. That's totally different here. The truth will make you free. So when it comes to knowing the truth and what it does for your life, first thing we got to do is what? We have to accept the truth. Because by accepting the truth, who Christ is, by accepting the truth that Christ died for us, by accepting the truth that there's nothing we can do to enter into the kingdom of heaven except accept Christ into our life. That's the first thing, accepting it. And then when we continue in the word, when we continue in the truth and become and really are his disciples, then the truth will do something even more powerful. The truth will help you to know it, and the truth will literally, it will turn you into something. It will make you free. That's what truth does for your life. And I'm going to tell you, we have many parts of our life that we must apply truth to today. So today, look for truth. Look for the reality of it. Look at the facts and know that when we continue in the word of God, then we are the disciples that he has called us to be. And that truth will make us free. I appreciate you for joining me for this episode of the I AFYL Podcast. If you're watching this or listening this on the actual podcast, go over to YouTube, subscribe to our channel. You can also, follow us on Instagram at The Healthy Accountant, and you can also follow us on Facebook at Official Healthy Accountant, and we're on Twitter as well, JAYM_CPA. You can catch us on Twitter as well. God bless you guys. I'll see you on the next episode. Peace.
Thanks for joining us, listening friends. We are so glad you invested this time with us. Always remember, you only have one life to live, so live it to the fullest. This has been the Account for Your Life podcast with your host, the healthy accountant himself, Jay Moore. Until next time, make it a great day.